The evolution in music formats has always been a survival of the fittest. Vinyl was too fragile, cassettes had poor sound quality, CDs weren't digital wasn't profitable. But now, as music streaming attempts to take over, there's a new movement fighting against the current. A growing demand for physical music has seen vinyl sales go up to a 26-year high, and now generates more income than streaming advertising. But, in a repeat of history, cassettes are once again becoming the format of choice for those who crave physical music but are unable to afford the luxury of vinyl. Thanks to their cheap production costs, independent cassette labels are popping up all over the country. One of these is Havana Tapes.
Yes, I was thinking about kind of getting involved in starting a record label as like a distant kind of dream. And then one of my best friends, a guy called Sam, who plays in the band Play Lounge, just name dropping, he said, "Oh, you should start a record label." And I was like, "Yeah, I could, but like, how do you do that?" And he said, "I'll just start with like cassettes. Like everyone just starts with cassettes now." And so I kind of ran into it, and then I realised that like they were so cheap to make that I was just like working part time, and I was like, "Do you know what? I can just put out some songs that some mates do, and no one will buy it, but it doesn't really matter if no one buys it," and that gives you so much freedom.
The growing popularity of the format has led to the creation of Cassette Store Day.
So Cassette Store Day was actually like an idea that me and two friends had. I run a label called Kissability, my mate Steve runs a label called Sexbeat, and Matt runs Suplex Cassettes, and it was around Record Store Day. We were all putting out tapes, and I think on Record Store Day one year, like Steve was just sat in the office putting inlays into cassette tapes. He was like, "I wish we had like our own day." We're like, "Well, why don't we just start something? We'll do it small, we'll do it in London, we'll do Rough Trade East, we'll get all our mates who have cassette labels," because we had quite a few pals who did it. We'll get them all to release something, and we'll just have like a day of in-stores and drinking beers, and it'll be a bit of fun, and, you know, something to laugh about. And then we announced it, and it just took off. Burger are kind of heralding the cassette phenomenon over in the US, so as soon as they started getting involved like last year, and then this year having them take over in the States and having like them re-release Green Day's Dookie on cassette tape, it's just like we never thought it was going to be as big as it has been. We had absolutely no idea. We thought it was going to be like 20 releases, 100 like mates popping in throughout the day, and just a few cans of Red Stripe, but then it was like massive.
What the cassette revival represents is more than just a means of listening to music. Its low-risk nature is inspiring a generation of DIY bands and labels creating music completely independently.
It's like a gradual kind of growing movement, like a rejection of streaming, of downloads, of, you know, like I can put out my best friend's band and someone out there is going to find this and be like, "Oh, this is really cool." It could just be one person, but that doesn't matter because, you know, anyone can do it, and that's what's kind of special about cassettes.